Hi, this is Amelia Forczak with Pithy Wordsmithery. Today we're going to be talking about cover art and what goes into making a good cover. So whether you're an author who's looking to self-publish or you're going through a traditional publishing house, it's good to know a little bit about book covers and what goes into them to make them awesome. So if you're self-publishing, the cover is going to be totally up to you. And if you go through a traditional publishing house, you might be able to have some input, which is always nice too. So it's nice to know what works and what doesn't work. So in this video, we're going to go over 5 different covers, and we're going to talk about why they're awesome. Okay, so the first one, how we decide. Books like this are a little bit tricky because we're trying to talk about something abstract like decision and put it into something visual. So for this, it's like ice cream. That's a great way to talk about decisions. It's easy to visualize. It's like strawberry, vanilla, chocolate. So I think they did a really good job with this. The cover's also really clean. This is probably stock art. So you can get images like this and put them together in different combinations and create your own thing. So even if these weren't created for this book necessarily, it's possible to find art and make it your own so that it looks a little bit different from anything else that's out there. This book is a little bit similar in pursuit of elegance. So I would guess that this butterfly is also stock art, and they chopped it in half and then put it on the side. So this looks different than anything else that you're going to see with a similar looking butterfly. And again, in pursuit of elegance, like how do you show elegance? It's so tricky, you know, but I feel like this butterfly is perfect for it. So I think that this cover is really strong as well. Here's another one. So I worked on this book, and the publishing house originally came to us with a cover that had, I think it was like a chessboard or something that was fine but seemed a little bit generic and didn't really go with the title. So the author and I talked about it, and we're like, what do you think about this? And I was thinking, well, maybe we should have something to do with sports or plays, since the title is about, you know, it's a playbook. So we talked about that, and then we sent them examples of what we might like instead, and the publisher was totally cool with it, and they said, okay, yeah, that makes sense, we see why you want to do that, like, let us mock something else up for you. And they put this together with 2 different versions, colors, like black on white, white on black, and then the author was able to choose which one he wanted. So that's a really great example of why it's helpful to know some tricks and look at what you're presented critically. So that you can help guide your publisher in the right decision if it comes to that. This is also a really good cover, also a really good book, Forest for the Trees. So this is definitely like art that was created for the book. It's really clever how they put the pencils and the trees together. Doing something clever is always good for a book as well. If you think that the cover is clever, there's probably a lot of good, helpful, clever things in the book. This is a great book. So I think that this is, you know, a good example. Another one is Live It by Jarek Robbins. So this book is great. The color is so unique. And the publisher actually came to Jarek and said, which color do you want out of these? I think it was like 5 colors. And he was like, why don't we poll people? So he emailed a bunch of people and got feedback on it, and this is the one that people like the most. So I thought that was a really cool way of getting input from people, having people be involved in the process. And actually, like, I don't have any other books on my shelf that are this color, so I think it was a good choice. But that just shows that there are lots of different things that you can do to have good covers for your book. But in general, you want the image to have something to do with the title. You want to make it clear what the book is going to be about, and you want it to be visually appealing. So there are lots of different ways to do that, so you have lots of opportunities. Again, this is Amelia from Pithy Wordsmithery.